Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to your soul purpose reading. So today we're going to explore what you might be good at and certain talents that you may possess and things that you're just meant to do in this life. So your soul purpose, your mission, all of the above. So obviously just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. So all the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below. Today's Organite is called the Honeycomb Organite, created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. And then if you guys would like your own personalized version of this reading, I will put that link down below as well. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. We're going to follow the outline that I have created today. So let's get into it. The very first thing that we're going to focus on is your soul lesson. This is going to explore the area in your life which is requiring the most growth at this particular time. So we're going to go into this deck right here called the L Key Oracle. And let's see, what is the area in our lives which require the most growth at this time? Okay, so we have She Who Battles. So we have Ambanalaka. I'm probably not saying that right, but we have Justice, Fierce, and Commitment. Wow. So this is definitely this fierce energy coming through right out of the gate. So maybe we're not fierce enough. Maybe we feel defeated in some area of our lives. You know, when things happen to us, it can cause us to lose faith, not only in life and other people, but ourselves. And so I feel like that's probably what's going on here. We've had an experience that has taught us that sometimes things are not fair. Sometimes life just doesn't work out the way that we want it to. Sometimes people do really bad things, and sometimes there is no justice. And so I feel like that's probably why that word justice is here. But it's like we still have to commit to what we came here to do. Despite the hardships, despite what has happened here, we can't let it define us for the rest of our lives. We're going to have to find a way to survive and to push through our hardships. So that is what I feel that is telling us here today. All right, so what else do we need to know? This is called the Gemstone Guardian Cards and Your Soul Purpose. Okay, this one wanted to fly out. Oh, we have this restaurateur. So this is a stone here, and I actually have never heard of this stone before, so this could be very significant right now to you. But it does say entrepreneurship, so this is someone that might want to start their own business. They have an idea, they're wanting to expand on that. But this is andulosite. Okay, a lot of words I can't pronounce today. It says, are you aware of all the people involved in bringing food from farm to table? Ooh, that's pretty cool. It says, focus your awareness on being grateful for all the people involved in the process of serving food. Become more conscious when you frequent your favorite eating establishments. Integration and situational awareness are key. Okay, so to me, this is like small business. This isn't going to be like, you know, your huge restaurant chains, things like that. But it doesn't mean that you guys are destined or that's your purpose is to be involved in food. But we take the information on this card and we kind of derive the message from it. Obviously, if the food industry resonates with you, then that's a special message for you. But this is about small business. This is about customers. This is about, just how you would treat small business and also supporting small business and how important that is. Okay. So this could be growth right now. Maybe we need to grow in the sense of how important it is to connect with people, right? How important it is to make those connections. That might be where we're lacking. Maybe we are sort of, introverted types of individuals. And what we want to do is going to require us to kind of come out of our comfort zone. So this might be your social media presence. Maybe we're being asked to maybe take a social media class, or maybe to even hire an expert to help us to put our names out there, to build our brand, or to connect with people in the community. That might be where we're somewhat lacking skills. So This says, I bless the cook. This is an affirmation. I am conscious of the many people involved in putting good food on the table. I easily absorb and process all that goes on around me. This food could indicate just what we're absorbing and what we're putting into our bodies. This could be like a health conscious type of business. This could be, natural things, homeopathic, ingredients, or just medicine, just things like that, herbs, all natural. But it doesn't have to be that way for everybody. But this is about a small business is what I'm getting here. So if you guys want to run your own business, you have an idea. This says commitment. You're going to have to commit to a plan. You're going to have to commit to a schedule. I've had many jobs in my lifetime, and I work harder as Mystic Moon and doing Treasure Trove more than any other job I've ever had. It's like literally around the clock, 24/7 sometimes. And I'm definitely, not making as much as I am working. But that's the thing. If you are passionate about what you want to do and you feel blessed and you just know that that's just what works for you, then you're going to commit to doing that thing, even if you're having to work harder, longer, or for not as much. It's your passion, and that's the point. So there is a message here about what's going to require more growth for us. We're going to have to be more fierce. We're going to have to be more committed. And the justice energy could just be, maybe we have had some experiences that have caused us to feel like we can't do something. But Spirit's basically saying we've got to dump whatever has happened to us, leave it in the past, and be willing to move forward and not let that affect our future. So these cards are called grace cards. Let's see what we need to know here. We have dance. Beautiful. I mean, it could be for some of you guys, you want to dance. You're in the, performing arts. That could be it as well. This could also be exercising, physical activity. This could be your brand where you are a health conscious person and you do exercises or instructions or yoga. It says, when we ask for guidance, take action and put our faith in an outcome we can't yet see. We've begun to dance with grace. So do you see how it's not even about a physical action here? It's learning to dance with the energies that are at hand. And the thing is, even if there are challenges at hand, we're learning to dance with those energies. We're learning the rhythm. So when we get into that rhythm and we're dancing with grace, then literally everything is flowing. Have faith that everything is working out in a certain way for a certain reason. And that doesn't mean that you don't have to commit and try and be fierce in your energy. Just kind of like, well, I'll just say a prayer and we'll just see what happens. It takes more than that. Really, Andy? Come on. I don't know why he's doing that. Anyways, but yes, this right here is just telling us that we have to accept circumstances, but we can still push and move through these circumstances. Let's make friends with the negative thoughts that we have. Let's turn those negative thoughts, or maybe any kind of frustration or injustice or rage. Why don't we use that and as a motivational factor in our creations moving forward? So that's learning to dance with energy. Okay, so this deck is called the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. Let's go ahead and get a card with this one. We have connection. Wow. So not only am I just seeing this word connection and thinking to myself, this is about connecting with other people. And I feel like for some of you guys that might be difficult because maybe you've gotten burned. Maybe you feel like, gosh, I really just don't want to, have to connect with other people. I'm an introvert. I'm shy, just not sure of myself. But Spirit is saying that your purpose requires you to connect with other people. It's going to require you to get in touch with yourself and be, feel confident so you can make those connections. But this does say you are very connected to the heavenly realms. So I want to tell you guys that if some of you feel like you've got some sort of spiritual gift to connect with past over loved ones or the other side, you are correct. This would be your, to me, your confirmation Really, guys, come on. Your confirmation that you do have this gift. But the thing is, because this is coming through in the soul lesson, which is let's explore this area in life that requires a little bit more growth, maybe take a class. Now, I actually know someone personally. I've not only done it, I've done a retreat with her, I've had personal readings with her, and I've also seen her in action. Her name is Medium on a Mission, Heather Falona, and I will go ahead and put her link down below where she actually has a mediumship course. So if you guys feel like you want to tap more into your mediumship skills, and, do that for a living, as in you connect with, passed over loved ones and you speak to the other side. This is about strengthening your skills in that department. So I really love that message that it came through for you guys. All right. So this is called My Treasured Trove Oracle Professional Archetypes. So let's see what else we need to know here. Ooh, we have the firefighter. So this says this fire is hot, hot, hot. Passion-fueled ideas are spreading like wildfire, but remain focused. Don't let all of this heat get to you. This is kind of cool because, I'm a double fire sign, really. I have a rising sign Sagittarius and sun sign Sagittarius. So the way that I think is a lot of fire, plus my Mercury is in Aries. So the way that I think is very fiery and very passionate. And it's just fire, fire, fire. So I have a lot of ideas that are constantly just like bombarding my brain. And sometimes I can just I can just spin out. It's just too much. So I do have to be committed. I do have to be structured. I have to focus on one thing at a time. And so I feel like Spirit's using that example in me for you guys. If you have that way of thinking where you just have all this stuff coming to you and you want to do everything at one time, obviously we're going to burn ourselves out when we do that. So it's about writing things down and figuring out what's the most important thing, or what's the thing that I really, really want to do at this time, what makes sense, etc. What do I have the tools to execute right now? So it's like honing in on one particular thing. And so this right here is where we need to grow. We need to take one idea and really use that idea and push forward on that idea right now, instead of trying to do a bunch of different things at once. Also, too, I remember when I first came onto social media, I was like, okay, I need to do YouTube, I need to do Tumblr, I need to do TikTok, I need to do Instagram. What's the other one? Twitter. There's another one I'm forgetting here. Tumblr. Did I already say that? I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And for the longest time, I couldn't even keep up with TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time. So I just focused on YouTube. But now I finally have found a groove, and I found some things that work for me to where I am able to focus on doing a TikTok video that I can then upload onto Instagram. So it's not something I'm having to do twice. And then I do my YouTube content. So you find your groove and you figure out what works for you. But we don't have to do it all to be successful. And you also don't have to look at what everybody else is doing and think, wow, they're doing really well. Sometimes that's not going to be your avenue. Sometimes that's not going to be your thing. Sometimes you're going to thrive in other areas where maybe other people aren't, and that is okay. So this is my Treasure Trove Tarot. Let's see what we need to know here. Ooh, yes, the Four of Wands. I love this, you guys. Look at this. Deals, partnerships, and committed. We had that committed energy right here. Look at this. Commitment to a goal. So this is about a foundation. That's really what the Four of Wands is. The Four of Wands is a card of making a foundation or building a foundation. But we can't really build a foundation until we commit to that goal. So this can be, yes, a partnership where you're going into business with somebody. Two heads are better than one. Coming together and combining your assets together. This would also be beneficial. So maybe some of you guys have been trying to do something, and it doesn't mean you can't do it on your own, but maybe you're finding that it would be better in an environment where you team up with another person. And that's a part of your purpose, is to make connections with other people, literally to clasp hands. You can see this here, and connect with other people to change people's lives. But also other people are changing your lives too. So if we're just isolated, we're not really experiencing a lot. I mean, we might be experiencing things, with our higher power and our intuition and things like that. And those are all wonderful things. But if you really want to get seasoned and challenged, connecting with other people and experiencing relationship dynamics with other people, that's where you're really going to learn a lot of stuff. And some of those things that you learn are not going to be pleasant, but you're going to gain so much wisdom through those interactions. So even though we might not want to do it, or it's not really our cup of tea, it might be Spirit's way of saying, hey, you know what? This is where you need some more growth. You need some more growth in a certain department in your soul, and connecting with other people are going to bring out certain traits or to bring out certain things to help you to grow as a person. So it might be necessary for us to connect with other people. And that's the message that I'm getting. All right, you guys. So we're going to shift gears, and now we're going to go into our soul karma. So what are some outdated beliefs that might be holding us back right now? Let's look at this. Okay, so we have she who unfolds. It says embrace and self-care. So connecting with yourself, taking care of yourself. What I'm getting here, you guys, is that some of you might be very empathic and very giving individuals. I know that this is something that it can be very challenged with. So when I have a lot of people coming at me, I tend to I put up my blocks. Like I can't, no. Because I've been in situations before where people take advantage of me, people want too much. I have a problem saying no sometimes. I don't want people to be upset. So people-pleasing skills, overcompensation, etc., for all of my defects and insecurities sometimes will put me into a situation where I end up being pissed and resentful and unhappy. So in order to avoid that, I just avoid the situations entirely. But the thing is, do you see how I'm not really learning how to set healthy boundaries? It's very black and white. Well, I'm just not going to even involve myself in it then. How about involve myself in it and then learn how to say no? Learn how to speak and use my words and not agree with what everybody else is going with, or saying, you know what, let me go ahead and think about that rather than having to give someone an answer immediately. So these are skills I'm learning as I go forward in this life. And so that's just kind of what I'm seeing here, is that this is coming through as something that's holding us back. It's holding us back because we are afraid that if we connect with other people that we're going to get hurt again, or we're afraid that we're going to get taken advantage of. But it might be a better thing to ask ourselves, where within ourselves do we need to become stronger, so that way we can take care of ourselves and connect with other people at the same time. It can be done, is what I'm getting with that. All right, what else? We have love. Share your heart. To love another is the ultimate expression of grace. So yes, this might be that we are afraid to get heartbroken, okay? Because you can see this heart is burnt to a crisp, literally. And we're meant to experience love. We're meant to experience connection with other people. But we can't do that if we are sitting on the sidelines afraid. So we do have to put ourselves out there. We do have to be vulnerable to a point. We do have to put ourselves in uncomfortable scenarios and just learn how to take better care of ourselves by putting up healthy boundaries and learning to speak our truth. That's what I am seeing here. And I feel like that's why Spirit's using my own stuff to really drive that point. Because I completely get that. I really do. But this will keep you stuck if you don't embrace this. I love this. The Queen of Wands. Yes, the Queen of Wands is Aries energy. And the Queen of Wands, we're actually going to be entering into Aries season next week. I believe it's next Tuesday, the 21st of March. So the Queen of Wands is very confident. She knows who she is. She is a way shower for other people. And she doesn't just go along with what you want, because she knows who she is and she also considers her own needs. So I do have a monthly newsletter now, so I will put that information down below. And the March newsletter actually is geared towards the Queen of Wands. And I do have a Queen of Wands tarot spread that I'm going to be doing, and it's there as well. And it's all about, living life to the beat of your own drum. So that's really, I feel like that message is. And that's probably what's holding us back, is maybe we are afraid. We are afraid to be confident. We are afraid to shine. Maybe people have shamed us before for being ourselves. I have a lot of shame issues, just growing up. I was always a very passionate person and knew what I wanted and went after things. And a lot of people shamed me and made me feel a certain way about myself because that made them feel uncomfortable. So if you guys get a lot of pushback from people because you're fierce, right? You are that fierce, independent Queen of Wands, and they can't handle it. That's their issue. That's not your issue. And we're not talking about becoming some, selfish person that just worries about themselves and then F everybody else. It's not that kind of an attitude. It's just knowing who you are. It's like about being sovereign is what it is. You're a sovereign being. You know who you are. And that actually scares people that haven't embraced that within themselves. They haven't even faced their shadows. So people will look at you, they will judge you, they will be turned off by you even, and because they're not ready for that kind of energy. So if you guys have experienced people that have hurt you, they've rejected you, they've abandoned you, what it is that they are abandoning that aspect of themselves, and you represent that. So that's scary to them. So this is about celebrating yourself instead of condemning yourself or allowing their judgments or their stories about you to become your own, because that isn't who you are. You are the Queen of Wands. You're not that version that they have created in their mind. So the soul karma right now is you have met karmic people, karmic relationships that you entered into to show you who you are and what you're made of in this life. And you are made to be independent. You are made to be an entrepreneur. You are meant to be all of these things and to go after your dreams. So you're meant to be the Queen of Wands in this life, you guys. And I think that that's freaking amazing. All right, now we're going to go into the soul gifts. So these are gifts and strengths that you naturally possess. I mean, I'm already seeing here that you guys are possessing this fierce Queen of Wands energy, major independence. So let's just go ahead and get some more information on that. We have the zoologist. Oh my gosh, how cute. I'm going to grab 3 actually. And we have the rider. Oh, I always dream of I love to write just for fun. And I always wanted to be a psychologist too. That's so funny. But these things don't necessarily have to be like our occupation, right? To become a zoologist, you're going to have to go to school. And same thing with a psychologist. You're going to have to go to school for many, many years. And it doesn't mean you couldn't do that or don't want to do it. It just might not be logical or practical for people, right? So I'm not trying to say like, oh, this is what you're meant to do in this life. But there could be aspects in these archetypes that you hold as a natural gift that you would be really good at. So we've got the zoologist, and the zoologist is about breaking out of your enclosure. So you're not meant to be a caged lion in this life. You're not meant to be a caged animal, you guys. You have to be free to be able to roam. So that's that independent Queen of Wands energy to me. So it says, break out of your enclosure because nature is calling. Spend more time outdoors and embrace your wild side. A job involving animals could even be at hand. So if you guys love animals, that could be your confirmation right there that you're meant to work with animals. Animals to me are also somewhat like children. They're very innocent. So that could be it, or that could be something as well. And then we have the writer. So the writer loves to dream. As the reader, it's up to you to decipher writing on the walls. Identify what is fact or fiction. So this could be that you guys want to write about your experiences whether it's fact or create fictional stories. But whatever dreams that you guys have, you should be writing these down, because Spirit's saying you have something to teach, you have something to write, you have something to share with others and to say. So it's a natural gift that you have. And then we have the psychologist. Needs some unbiased advice? Look no further. The psychologist is here to help you reflect on yourself, address any mental health issues. Maybe some of you were meant to deal with people that were mentally challenged. You want to help people that are mentally challenged. This could also be that you just have a way with your empathic nature, helping people, listening to people, maybe even analyzing people from afar, not taking things personally because you realize that everybody has their own shit that they're dealing with. And so this could be a natural gift that you possess. You may want to go into the healing arts. You may want to become a counselor or somebody that helps aid people with abuse or, certain traumas. That's what I'm seeing here. Or you might want to caretake, with people that have special needs. So these are all things that you guys naturally possess. And this is what you will be guided towards in this life, to break out and to be free and to write and to share and to help. That is who you are. So that is beautiful. All right, now we have the soul path. So this is the last one. This reveals your destiny as it unfolds moving forward. So what does your destiny look like as it just starts to unfold? We have Pearl. Oh my gosh, I love this. She who rises up in power, uplift. Yes, elevate. You guys, you can only go up from here. And it doesn't mean you're never going to experience a challenge or that things aren't going to be difficult here and there, but you are meant to rise. You are meant to be like that phoenix rising from the ashes. You are meant to survive your pain. You are meant to break through. You're not meant to just sit with your wounds and just lick your wounds for the rest of your life. You're actually meant to do more than that. So whatever is holding you back, Spirit is saying it is time to address these things because you've got shit to do. We have earth shifts. Okay, that's very cool because this does tell me here that there's going to be some physical world shifts. Now, things that are happening right now on the planet, okay, and I'm not talking about like actual Mother Earth stuff, economical things, the economy, things like that, things that are happening here. This does affect things. So it is more of a challenge right now to rise as an independent creator or someone that is running their own business, small business stuff. Very, very challenging right now. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it or that you can't at least continue to keep trying. So I'm speaking from personal experience right now. Very challenging times, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just, close up shop and give up. I'm still pushing forward. I'm still looking for other things that I could do, because something else isn't working. I'm going to focus somewhere else then instead of focusing on what isn't working. So, but this does say that you're very connected to Mother Earth. Okay. So some of you guys are really wanting to shift your physical, your physical body transformation. If some of you guys are wanting to improve your health, improve your body, I feel that when you do this and you start making those shifts within your body, there's some things that are going to be changing and shifting in your physical reality and world. So it's not just enough to dream. We have to actually physically do something to make shifts. So you're destined to create a lot of shifts in your life through the physical as well as emotional and spiritual and mental transformation that you're going to be going through. So you are rising through ashes. You are transforming your life and everything is changing around you because of it. So this is a part of your destiny, you guys. It's part of your destiny to make some major changes here. And it could also be that if some of you guys connect with the whole star seed philosophy, maybe you do feel like you are here on this planet at this time for a reason to create some huge shifts. That is also something that is meant for you as well, if you resonate. Yep, look at that. I was just talking about that. You were meant to go through a major death and transformation here. So you may have lost everything. You may have just completely ended up on the bottom. But it was a blessing in disguise, because what this does is it gives you an opportunity to change things about yourself or your belief systems or the way that you were living your life. It does help you to perhaps be more gracious next time, be more grateful for what you have. Sometimes we just don't know what we have until we lose it, until it's gone. So that could be a lesson for someone as well. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's something that we weren't happy. We weren't happy in some area of our lives. We were bored and dissatisfied. It was just monotonous. We were just surviving. And we were missing out on other opportunities. So sometimes Spirit will come in and cut away the dead, so that way we can move forward into new things. So you're meant to do something new. You're meant to change. You're not meant to stay the same, you guys. And that's why this is coming through as your destined path. It is a part of your destiny to lose something so you can gain something in return. And we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. This is Scorpio, by the way. This is about our values. This is about our integrity. This is about our belief system, right? This could also be about school. This is about learning something and our occupation. This is something that we're going to make a commitment to. We're going to study. We're going to learn something here. But I feel like the Hierophant is about higher education, as in its spiritual advisement, its connection to the universe, it's learning very valuable lessons in life, something that can't be taught in a book. So the only way that you're really going to learn in this life is by pain and by loss. Doesn't mean that that's the only way or the only avenue to learn, but if you really want to be brought to your knees and really get something, you are going to lose something. You are going to be in pain. That's the way it works. So Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to look at what you have lost or what you might need to cut out in order to go after what it is that you truly want in this life. We need to address these things. There's something that is meant for us. There's something that is meant to transform in our lives. We're here for a greater purpose. We're not just here to just survive. That's what that Four of Cups is there. We're not here to just get through the day and show up and be in this monotonous routine or this monotonous life, whatever's going on here. We're meant for greater things, but we do have to make actual shifts in order for these things to change. So it's not enough to just pray that things will change or just, have faith that everything's going to be okay. We can have faith that everything's going to be okay, but we need to co-create in that. We need to be willing to meet Spirit halfway. That is that co-creation process. If you're hoping for a job, or you're doing like a ritual for a job, or you're working with the law of attraction, it's not enough to just do that affirmation every day. It's not enough to just, light a candle. You have to take action steps towards your goals. And that energy needs to flow. It needs your help. We need to add to that. So that's what Spirit's trying to say here, is that we do need to get more disciplined and structured with the Hierophant, but we also have to realize that a lot of things that are happening or have happened to us are happening for a reason. And if we're holding on to an old version of ourselves and we want to live a different life, we're going to have to give something up. We're going to have to let something go in order for there to be a door, like a new door, to walk through. We're going to have to do that. So a lot of things. So your destined path means, in this reading that we're ending it, is that there is some sort of a shift here that's about ready to take place. To me, that open book, a new chapter is beginning in your life as well. So definitely take it, even if it feels scary, even if it's painful. Everything is happening to you to push you towards your destined path. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, there is a new, well, I don't know if it's a new option, but it's one that people have been using lately, and I've been really excited about it. So if you'd like to tip me for today's reading, you can actually do so by going to the like button in this video. You're not going to hit, I want you to hit the like button, of course, but you're going to swipe over to the right 5 spaces, and then you're going to see a button called thanks. If you hit that, you're able to make a donation to my channel. So I just wanted to throw that out there if you guys wanted to tip me for today's reading. I also have a donation link for PayPal, and I also have an Amazon wish list for Oracle and Tarot decks that you guys can gift me if you want to. So anyways, just make sure that you hit the subscribe and like button, and leave a comment in the comment section. All of those things help my channel to grow. And as far as the 2 decks that were mine today that I used, they're actually on special for the month of March, 10% off. So the Treasure Trove Oracle and the Treasure Trove Tarot on my website. Links will be down below. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye-bye.